Oxley into the first round of the FA Trophy. Mark, no hangover from the FA Cup defeat in midweek. That was a really good performance, particularly the second half.
No, it was a good performance from us, and that's what we said to the players before the game, that we needed to forget about what's gone on, the FA Cup and everything. We're out of that competition now. Obviously our focus has been on that, the last couple of weeks, but we now need to refocus and move on, and we wanted to sort of progress in the FA Trophy. We didn't sort of know quite what we were going to face in Chelmsford today. They sometimes mix it about a bit, and obviously their manager wasn't here today, but we needed to produce a professional performance, show that we wanted to progress, and I thought we deserved the victory.
And some really good quality goals. Obviously the first goal was a penalty, but in the second half, some good moves and some good goals. Particularly Zach McEachran's the fourth goal was the pick.
That was, and I think we maybe could have a couple more. Cabby missed a couple of chances, but no, when the game is stretched like that, and when you get Zach McEachran on the ball, sort of running at their defence, that's where we want him. He's got tremendous quality. He can pick a pass. He very rarely chooses the wrong option. And in a situation like that, in the last 20 minutes when we're sort of trying to get more goals, but we're on the front foot and the opposition are down to 10 men, Zach sort of comes into his own in that type of situation, and yeah, as I say, some good goals. I was pleased with a clean sheet as well. We always look for those as a team. It's something that we try to focus on as well. And very, very pleasing, and nice to be through to the next round.
Mark, you must have read my mind there, because I was going to comment on the clean sheet. Some good saves from Craig King again today, which kept the clean sheet. And as you said, a couple of weeks ago, you were mentioning that you'd maybe conceded a few too many, so that must please you just as much as the 4 goals.
No, it does, because I always say, zeros and ones is what we're trying to, get against us, which gives us a chance. And I think Kingy's performances over the last 3 or 4 games have been excellent. I think he was very assured again today. He did make a couple of decent saves, today, which you need your goalkeeper to do. Obviously he's there to do that, but pleased for Craig, we now sort of look forward to a week where we haven't got a midweek game. I think today was our 8th game in about 28 days, so we've played a hell of a lot of football over the last month, and we need to now regroup this week. We obviously picked up a couple of knocks today. Ben Jefford has been really sort of struggling with a sort of reoccurring Achilles injury, and we managed to get him out there today, but we need to have a look at that. And obviously Josh Ashby got a bit of a heavy sort of whack on his ankle, so we need to look at that. And obviously with Frankie Masunda going back, we're looking a bit thin on the ground. We only had sort of 2 fit subs today really, because Bobson took a knock in training on Thursday, so we do need to perhaps look at bringing 1 or 2 in to help this group. Obviously we've got Jack Self available next week. He's been sort of cup-tied the last 2 games, but no, we're a little bit thin on the ground at the moment, and we perhaps need to sort of look if we can bring some players in, to be honest.
And finally, Mark, as you said, out of the FA Cup, but a good FA Trophy run will hopefully generate some more interest in getting into that first round draw on Monday, potentially a conference club, potentially a club, I think anybody on your home, I would say turf, on your home pitch, you would fancy your chances.
No, that's right, and it's a realistic opportunity to do well in this competition, isn't it? A team from our level in Brackley last year won it, so it's a chance for us to go and experience perhaps playing against teams we don't ordinarily play against, and we want to sort of progress in the competition, and if we can sort of marry that up with our league form improving a little bit, that's what we'll do. But over the recent sort of games, I think you're looking at our form, and it hasn't been bad over the last 11, 12 games. So we've got to keep that going, and look forward to another match next week.
Yeah, just finally, so you've got a nice break now, which I think you do need, to be fair. You had a very hectic time preparing for what's arguably going to be the toughest game in the league season so far against Billericay, who are obviously leaders of this division.
No, Billericay very strong. I know the management team quite well there in Stuart Maynard and Dean Brennan. Obviously they did a good job at Hemel. Tough place to go. Nice place to go and play though. Nice stadium, and obviously Billericay's sort of financial power has been well documented. They've got some very good players, and they're doing very well. But we're also not a bad team when we get it right, and we certainly won't be sort of going there, fearful or anything like that. We respect them obviously, but we'll try and play our game and see if we can try and cause them some problems. But going to be a tough one, and we're going to have to be on our game to stand a chance next week. Yeah.
Mark, thank you very much. Good to get midweek out of the way and back on the road, and fingers crossed a nice trophy run to come.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Okay.